Okay. I'm still doing a sound check, so give me a moment. Okay, seems alright to be honest. Okay. Yeah, so welcome back. Plan for today is finish the layout of the forest and maybe start adding some trees and gameplay. Yeah. So last time I did this part, and I think I'm happy with how it turned out. Of course, like the dirt will be replaced eventually, but I'm not going to do that now. I think I'm going to add some more stuff to this side of the forest, because I think this is still too flat. I mean, it's not flat, but I could add some more. I'm thinking maybe some stuff over here, then connect it with a bridge or whatever comes to my mind when I'm actually doing that. And this is also kind of a good path maybe to go upwards, like this. Or is it? I mean, yeah. Wait, let me see what I can do. Maybe add like one more small layer over here. Uh, yeah, that was bad timing. Sorry. Okay. Stuff happens. And yeah, sometimes I just have to mute real quick. But I hope that was the last time for now. And I think I'm actually going to get rid of all the stones firstly, so they don't accidentally melt in with the rest of the level. Yeah, I have some ideas for this part. Originally I wanted it to stay flat, But now looking at it, I think like a little roundabout here could be nice. So I'm just going to go with that and try it out. Yeah, like maybe up here, a little bit higher. Okay, this looks a little bit cursed. Maybe it's because there, oops, maybe it's because there isn't enough over here. Yeah, that's better. But it still looks kind of too round. Maybe flattening a bit might help. Oh no, it just made it worse, to be honest. Wait. Oh yeah, that works, to be honest. I mean, it doesn't have to be all that high. A little bit is also enough. And I'm just going to place some blocks manually because that seems to be working better right now. Yep, I like that. And now the plan was to like go with what I already have and elevate this part a little bit. Maybe a little more. And just kind of make a little valley through these two, through these two. I mean, they're not mountains, but you get what I mean. And now this is the path upwards to the top part of the forest. And I'm not quite satisfied with how it looks right now. I'm not sure how to fix it though. Because it is still carved into the mountain. So there isn't really that much room to work with. But I feel like the smoothing tool is a little bit too strong right now, actually. But I have already put it on 1, maybe 0.5. That just does nothing. Alright. 0.8. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Okay, so the player walks in here, has a little path to go through, some mountains to climb. Hey Dioli, welcome back. I'm just kind of preparing my voice a little bit. Getting back into streaming after a break is always kind of rough. I tend to be really, really quiet at the beginning of every stream. And it takes some time to get back into it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again. I've just been working on this new path over here that leads up to the monument. Yeah. And I'm just going to finish up the layout that I've started last stream. I think this is actually fine if it's a little bit flat. then I could go for more up here. So that player kind of has to go around it. Maybe I could place a secret here. And this path, or this area is supposed to feel more narrow than the rest. With like big mountains right beside you all the time. And I'm just kind of placing dirt and hope that it looks good. And it's fun to play, of course. And for this part, I might actually go down a little bit. Oh wait, this is already a really narrow path, right? Yeah. Okay, I can't really do that. So, I'm gonna do it here. And I forgot to get rid of this rock. Yeah, like when I keep the rocks, they kind of melt into the terrain. So it's a better idea to just get rid of them quickly and place them later again. Yeah. So I've actually started editing the first highlights video that I was planning to do for my YouTube channel, because that's kind of a good way to grow the channel. But I've noticed that my PC isn't quite strong enough to handle 15 hours of footage at once. It's like I've inserted all those streams into my editing program, and my PC was turning into the sun. It lagged so bad. Eventually it kind of recovered and then was able to load everything in. But it was rough. And now I've actually started taking out some clips. And it's going good so far, but it's going to take much longer than I originally anticipated. Like working with 15 hours of footage instead of 5 minutes is a lot different. Oh, thanks. I currently have 3 channels, one for VODs, one for clips, and my main channel. But I'm actually thinking about just merging the main channel with the clips channel, because it's kind of unnecessary to have a full-on new channel just for clips. Yeah, I might do that, but depends on my mood once I actually start uploading. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe one video a week would be nice, but now looking at it, I think that it's not going to work if I'm working alone. So I'm going to go with one video a month, maybe. It's still a lot of work, so I'm not sure how fast I'm actually going to be able to make new videos. Yeah. I like how you kind of mix in the German with the English. Uh, Seems like you know a few more German words than I thought. Have you like learned German somewhere? Or are you just Google translating it? Uh, okay, this is still maybe a little bit rough down here, but it's also kind of the plan. Yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah, but you actually do know a lot of words, it seems like. Of course, grammar is hard, so I'm not gonna judge you for that. But like vocabulary is completely fine. Okay, so plan was maybe build some new custom trees, smaller ones. I have a whole preset right here, but some of them I don't really like, so I might rework them. Also 9 trees, or well, it's 11, no, 12 trees might not be enough for full forest. Yeah, that's also how I did it when I started learning English. I would usually just every time I see a word that I don't know, just Google Translate it and hope for the best. And usually, if you're using the wrong word, people will correct you, or they might silently stare at you. But yeah, that's also a nice way to kind of learn new words. Yeah. Um, I'm not quite sure. Do I keep this little half down here flat? I'm not really sure if anything would fit in here because it's already very narrow, close to the mountain. I'm just going to do the rest of this part firstly. Yeah, I indeed. Oh, so you used do, which is the word for you. I'm not sure if you were referring to yourself or me. I do speak German. No, oh, I get it. Yeah, I speak German, you learn. That's correct. Time forms always gave me some problems. Learning all those different ways of speaking just for different time zones has been really annoying. Maybe it was also just my English teacher because he wasn't really well. I don't want to be mean, but like he wasn't really all that good at his job. And yeah, most of the class was just spent rambling about random stuff. So I actually ended up learning most of my English through the internet and self-learning. Yeah, but that's also a nice way of learning, actually. If you kind of do everything by yourself, it really teaches one how to properly learn. And I want to learn more languages, so that's always good. Yeah, that's always kind of the problem with all teachers. They are used to the students who really want to learn and who are really motivated. And now seeing the newer generations who just don't want to do anything, kind of, I think it kind of messes up their plan. Yeah, I mean, they must have been hired for a reason. I'm not saying that any teachers are actually bad at their job, but it's just like time moves on and sometimes it's hard to adapt. So, yeah, I'm just kind of randomly painting right now. I hope it turns out all right. Uh, I mean, the overall structure is good. Okay, that this needs some more work, obviously. Yeah, it's really hard today with like I know of a lot of students who just don't care about the topic and therefore don't want to learn it and just refuse to work. And I mean, I get it. The school education systems all around the world are terrible at this point. And so it's also often really demotivating to actually try because teachers today don't really try to hide the fact that they don't care about what actually happens to you. They are just doing their job. And I mean, that's fine. It's kind of on the student to actually try to learn and get a good grade. It's their lives after all. But also, a teacher has such an important job. They should care a little bit more about what actually happens to the students. But well, that's also different for every school, of course. Not all teachers are like that. I actually had maybe one or two who are really trying to get the students to learn. And we're really putting a lot of effort into making the topic seem interesting. And those are always the best. Because, you know, when even the loudest kids in class start being quiet and listening to the teacher, you know that's a good teacher. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't know how it is in Germany. I've never really looked into that, but that also seems like it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's sad. Just like, what are we going to do now? It's kind of also not on the students to fix the system. But at this point, it kind of feels like we are kind of left alone with everything. But yeah, that's also bad. Yeah, it's like all those different political topics play into this. And I mean, there are teacher shortages. I had experienced that firsthand back in school. When we had some people who didn't even learn how to teach properly and still got the job simply because we needed more teachers. Yeah, that was near the end of my school time, and it was just pure suffering. I mean, everyone noticed that our teacher didn't really know what they were doing. And so nobody really paid attention, and it was also kind of sad to see them trying and not understanding why no one would listen to them. It's just the requirements to get the job are so high, kind of, that a lot of people don't even try. I think the entire job market should be more on personal preferences. Like, yeah, everyone should be able to prove that they are good at something without having studied it for like 10 years. That's just ridiculous. Like, I believe there are some jobs that I would be perfect at that I simply can't get because I haven't studied them. And it's just so demotivating to even try to get into it. Yeah, that's also like children are really can be really mean. It's like most of them don't really have all that much of a filter. And so if the teacher isn't the best person, the students will let them know. But also like if you become a teacher, you kind of have to be ready for that because I mean it's common sense. children can be really cruel. Yeah, that's a good plan. It's always nice to then have also people who actually want to do the job. Good luck with that, definitely. Yeah, I also would love to like do something in the direction of teaching, but I've kind of lost hope at this point because I don't think it's going to be worth it for me personally, because life has so many things, and now devoting years of my life to do something that I might not even like seems like a waste to me. It's interesting. Maybe some private lessons would be nice, but yeah, I always really loved math. I would love to teach something in that direction. Like I love the idea of adding numbers together and finding out something new and actually being able to calculate stuff. It's actually helped me a lot with even with game development stuff. Like this entire AFK system that I have over here, this leveling system that I'm currently still working on. It all requires math. You can't do a single bit of this without knowing the basics. And I think it's kind of sad that especially math is so universally hated among students because it could be such an amazing topic. You can learn so much that will help you throughout your entire life. Yeah, exactly that. It's like you need to kind of have the children under control. And if you don't, they will absolutely stomp on you. So it definitely needs a lot of also social skills that I think many teachers today don't have because it used to be different with learning morale and stuff like that. But yeah, finding the perfect balance between strict and nice and comfortable is really important. I mean, we had some amazing teachers who, but they only knew one of the parts, and you would definitely notice how the students would immediately, uh, what is it called, use that use that knowledge that the teacher doesn't have all the skills they need. Yeah, it's sad, but that's just how it goes. Okay, I think in terms of layout, this is all right. Okay, Axiom didn't do its job. Oh wait, I just remembered. I have some stuff down here. Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to fix that now. I can't leave that here. Um, shouldn't be too hard. Maybe Floodfill can do the job. I'll take stone. Oh yeah, that actually worked quite well. Yeah, but it's always amazing to see teachers who actually have all the skills and are really trying. Yeah, yeah, mathematics is amazing. I also have a friend who's a little bit more advanced in the game development field, and just seeing at what stuff they can build simply by using math, it's crazy. Like stuff like rotating cubes, doing that with nothing but numbers, not even like a 3D engine or something, just simply numbers. That's crazy. And I mean, you can do so much interesting stuff with just geometrical shapes. Like one of my friends is also built. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to deal with that later. One of my friends is also building like their own game, and most of the enemies represent geometrical shapes. And it's really interesting to see how it works, like just using numbers and turning them into graphics. It's fascinating. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I wish more teachers would know how to make math seem interesting because yeah, like as we said, math is like kind of the solution to everything science related. And you can do so much even if you're not a game developer. You can do so many things simply by using the right numbers. Okay, I think it only replaced slabs. Yeah, that's about right. Oh wait. Oh no, it's not completely right. Wait, hold on. There was something here. Okay, so the beam kind of went through there, I think. But isn't it? Wait, something about this doesn't seem right. Let me just. Oops. Thanks. It's a mix of different wood types and different elevation levels, like slabs, then campfires and trapdoors. And I know it looks kind of messy right now, but I think that's also because, well, it was broken just now. I might go through it later and fix it properly. But that was not really the plan for today. Nope. Why can't I place blocks here? What is the problem? Hello? Stop it. What? Why is it doing that? What? Uh, I don't quite understand. Wait, is it? Do I have something turned on that makes maybe tinker? Yeah, it was. Never mind. Well, that's an interesting metaphor. But yeah, you're kind of right. Why is it doing that? Let me turn off everything real quick. Okay, it's not because of whatever I've turned on. Okay, I'm going to deal with that later. No, replace mode is turned off. Oh, now it works. I think I had this exact same problem earlier, like a few weeks ago. And I sadly don't remember how I fixed it. Okay, right now the bridge isn't all that beautiful, but yeah, I'm going to deal with that later. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a bug. I just don't know what causes it. Probably something with Axiom. Okay, I'm kind of not a fan of those stairways. I mean, not stairways, but you get what I mean, right? Like the path upwards. They all don't look all that nice. Okay, maybe it's because I haven't really implemented much depth into them. Like now they're just one straight, well, not straight, but one line. Maybe if I go for something like here where you have a rock maybe on the side. Yeah, let me try that out. I was thinking maybe that's inverted. Maybe make the path more narrow at some parts. Like this. And maybe here. And okay, back to placing rocks. Didn't want to do that, but now I'm here. So yeah. I think that was actually the problem. Simply not interesting enough. That's all right. Yeah. So now the player has to navigate around here. Maybe I could add some skeleton spawners right up here so that some unlucky player might get pushed off. Yeah, same thing for over here. Actually, while I'm at it, I might as well just put one on the other side. Looks visually interesting. Yeah, I think watching it on a PC might actually help. But thanks. What I've noticed is that mobile screens tend to be a little bit more dark. Like usually when I build in dark places, that's also why I have full bright on. Because this map otherwise would be way too dark. That's... Wait, is upper only written with one P? I'm actually not sure right now. But no, it's it's Dunkelwald, which basically means dark forest in German. With two. Okay, so it's correct. Oh, you sorry, I can't read. Okay, I don't want to put too much work into the rocks right now. Simply because I was kind of done with that last stream. Well, Dunkelwald is written correct, and Upper isn't really a German word, so it's written correct. Like the entire map is in English. There are usually no, like, despite names, but names don't really count. It's all written in English. I might also just be dumb right now. Okay, those rooks. What is a rook? Those rocks look nice. I'm not sure about that. Also no. Oh, that's good. Down here one. Yeah, names can't really be translated. Would kind of mess up the meaning. I'm usually not good with names. So yeah, for most of the area names, one of my friends actually helped me. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I just kind of talked what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the name, the thing with names. It's just that there's names are, how do I say that? They kind of lose their meaning when you translate them. So yeah, I remember a few years back, a lot of show names and stuff and character names of like more Eastern shows would all be translated so that they fit the Western regions more. And that was always really annoying because it's like it really loses a lot of intent from the creator. I'm glad they don't do that anymore or like do it more rarely. Yeah, I'm not going to paint the rocks right now. I don't really want to do that. But what I am going to do is fix all the pieces of dirt that are left in the area. Okay, I don't actually want it to extend up the mountain. So some handwork is needed. And then I think I'm going to start placing trees and making some new trees also. Okay. Oh, here is a lot missing. Also, I see that the biomes changed here. What is it? Wait, why is the color different here? Oh, wait, I remember. It's because there's a different biome right beneath. Okay, one moment. Okay, I have to go for like maybe 20 minutes. So let me change the timer. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Food is ready. Yeah, so see you then, or maybe if you're still there. Anyways, thanks for sticking around till now, and yeah, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, did it not? Wait, oh why does it not? Wait, have I? I think I have spelled it wrong. Oh no. No wait, I haven't. What's the problem? Why? Wait, now it works? What? Am I stupid or are these two identical, but for some reason it didn't update? Oh hey, nice to see you still there. Yeah, I have this thing for the AFK timer that is just an estimate for how long I'm going to be gone. And for some reason, I usually, every time I leave, I change it. But for some reason, this time it didn't really update. Like you see, it updates instantly. But for some reason, it did not. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh wait, let me just check real quick. I've not used the wrong. I've not misspelled. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, time to build trees. So this is a pine forest or spruce forest, and so I wanted to, for once, I can use the trees I already have, but I also wanted to add some new ones. And I think I'm just going to take this this area over here is good, because it's already very empty. Okay, so the thing with spruce trees, they are usually rather high. I don't have many branches out from the stem, so yeah, it grows up, and then usually the leaf branches hang like down a little bit, like this, all around the tree in all directions, just not up, like they go down. And so that's how I'm going to build these. Just have to decide how I'm actually going to do it. Also wait, other blocks could work as well. Let me go with these two. But trapdoors are also nice. Okay. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that could work for more of those shorter branches. And the rest, I have, to be honest, I've never really built pine trees or spruce trees like that. So I'm still really learning. This might not look all too well in the end. Oh wait, I forgot that updates. I need updates turned on. This is not it, to be honest. Maybe if I, instead of going with fences, I stick with full blocks. That could maybe work. Like this. Let me go to the side. Oh no, I have never built stuff like this. Okay, I mean this is alright. Like it going down like that. I just have to find a way to cover it all Okay, maybe... Oh wait, that was the wrong one. If I don't go down so aggressively and let them just fall down naturally in all directions, that might work. No, not sure. This is hard. I should maybe have looked at some more photos of what is it called, spruce trees before starting to build. I know they don't have too many leaves, so I would go ahead and all place them manually by hand. I'm just kind of trying out stuff right now. I mean, it could work if I go with that. It's tricky though. Now come on. Like going down here. Yeah, of course, just normal full blocks are still viable. Oh, this is going to look horrible, isn't it? Let's hope not. Yeah, that's not it. Wait, okay, trust the process. I'm going to place some more leaves and then just kind of hope for the best. Yeah, building organic stuff is hard if you don't have reference pictures. No, this looks horrible. Oh no. Like when I was thinking about those trees, the picture was clear. But now actually trying to place the blocks, it's kind of giving me troubles. I mean, the stem is alright. That's not the problem. It's definitely the way I place the leaves and branches. Wait, let me put one of the other trees right besides it. Maybe that helps. I mean, you could if you want to. My DMs on Discord are usually open. Wait, when you say you made it, did you just... How have you made one? I'm interested. Photoshop, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can send it to me if you want. I don't know if... give me a moment. Oh yeah, thing is, my Discord server isn't really updated, so and it's also all in German, so I might have to translate it later. Okay, you should be able to see stuff now. I think. I hope. Yeah, that's my bad. I didn't really update it since a long time. And now I kind of forgot that I put it in here. Oh yeah, I see. It's my... Where have you found the font? Or did you just crop it out? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe. It looks nice. Like I like the color. It's still my the way that my profile picture looks. I'll take a closer look later, because right now I still have some stuff to do. But thank you definitely for taking your time to do that. Wait, what if I went with just placing leaves and no stem or no branches? Would that help or would it not help? Oh yeah, that's good. Comparison is always good. But I don't know. I think on stream the ping sounds should be filtered out. But let me just turn on stream remote anyways. I've been noticing a lot of pings from all different servers right now. Kind of forgot to turn it on. But yeah, thanks a lot. Also, I was thinking sometimes I have to delay streams or whatever. If something gets in my way of streaming for a day, sometimes I don't really have a platform to communicate that, and my Discord isn't updated. I know that a lot of creators like to use Twitter. I don't have an account, I've never used it before. And I'm not really sure if I want to, but maybe I mean, the problem is not having a way to communicate when there's no stream for a day. Oh yeah, sure, I mean, we can talk on Discord later, after stream. So, I was thinking, do you think maybe opening a Twitter account would be a nice idea? Because I know a lot of creators use it, but also I don't really know if I want to start using another social media platform. I don't know, maybe I should also try to revive the Discord server a little bit. Okay, I mean, the idea stands, like it's just using leaves alone doesn't look too bad, but it's still missing something. Yeah, that's also like the most common thing I've heard about Twitter. I probably also wouldn't really use it in a way, just like for communication. I'll try to stick with Discord, though many people don't really want to join Discord servers for obvious reasons. Yeah, I don't know, like marketing, especially as a small streamer, marketing is really important. And I was hoping maybe like getting into the algorithm a little bit. Oh wait, Twitter is blocked in your country, right? That's yeah, that's a thing that happens. I've personally used the Opera VPN for a long time, but then I noticed that it isn't really a VPN. Yeah, it's just sad that most of them cost real money, so it's kind of hard to find something good. Okay, I have an idea. I'm going to mix in leaves with just some branches here and there. Yeah, and that's evil. I mean, why would they block all that? I mean, I get it, like it's a political topic, but then again, it's just the people can't really, they're not really responsible for what happens. So punishing them for something they don't have any power over is kind of unfair, I think. Yeah, VPNs tend to be really expensive, so it's always kind of hard to get back into social media and stuff. I would guess that a lot of people are completely like left out from the entire social media thing that's happening right now. It's kind of sad, to be honest, missing an entire country just because of some political topics. But I mean, at least you have a VPN now that works. Okay, I think this is going the right direction. The tree, I mean. Yeah, I really hope the situation gets better soon, because this is just stupid this way. I mean, I get they want to send a message, they want to make change, but then again, it's obviously not working. So why punish the people for something that they were not responsible for? It's like sending a message just in the wrong direction. Okay, the trees definitely need some more work, but I don't know how far I can go right now without doing any research. I try to make it look alright for a little longer, but I might as well just go back to layouting at this point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess it's the only thing that helps at this point, having a good VPN. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the tree. Oops. Alright. Okay, the tree is not it. It goes in the right direction, but I think I'm going to stick with the trees I have for now and just fix some of the old ones. Like this one definitely needs a complete overhaul. Oh damn, where do I even start? Do I just remove the entire tree? Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Because what even is this? Okay, be careful now not to accidentally remove anything other than the tree. Yeah, so fixing the old trees was on my list for today, so I might as well just do it now and then deal with the new trees later. Okay, so let me take out the blocks I need. I think I'm going to make it look like kind of like the trees up there. Just like, oh wait, it should maybe go up and then to the side like this. Yeah. Maybe some bigger branches going this side. Oh no, I think one center branch is enough. Okay, the roots look alright. Maybe this one could go a little bit more to the side. Yeah, that's it. And now I'm going to do it with just like the other trees up there. Just add some branches. And the idea was that there's some space up here for the player to find maybe a secret. So I'm going to leave the space at the very top more open. Also, the tree is not supposed to be too big. But when looking at it from here, yeah, I think it's going to work out the way I'm thinking about it. Just like make sure that it's not going too deep. It's really all not all that practical to only know one tree type. I mean, how to build one tree type. Of course, I know more than just one tree type. Okay, to be honest, I'm just going to place some branches up at the top. But that doesn't mean that the player will be completely unable to go there. It's still more than enough room. Okay, it's going in the right direction. Just needs maybe some more branches in different directions. Like more to the back. I'm going to do that with this one. Oh, not like that. It's always, when I place them like this, it just makes this pattern. And I don't think it looks all that nice on a tree. Because it's also really recognizable like that. Maybe that's also just me. But I would try to avoid it somehow. Okay. Wait, this branch could go a little bit deeper, maybe. Add one down here. Yeah. Okay, let me look at how it might look with trees. So I can still edit it later. Wait, I'm just going to go with one leaf type this time, because this is still a different type of tree. Oops. Yeah, I forgot to put the filter in here again. Yeah, I think it actually turned out alright. Let's see, after I placed the last few leaves. Yeah, it's definitely better than before. And of course, let's not forget about the details. Wait, this could go more downwards like this. And then trapdoors are always nice for stuff like that with adding more depth. Okay, I think I like it. Maybe one more here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's not even a competition. This one is just so much better than before. Welcome back. I have finished the new tree. Looks nice, and still plenty of room for the player up here. Also from down below you can really look into it and maybe spot out a chest up there. Okay, but that was far from the last tree. Oh damn. Okay, I think I'm actually just going to remove only the leaves and then replace them in a more fitting way. Because the stems themselves don't look all that bad, though the tree might be a little bit too small to have like 3 major stems. So maybe replacing it with fences like this could work. 60, 20, and 20 again. Also, I'm not sure about the azalea leaves. They might be a little bit too bright. I'm gonna try how it looks and then maybe edit it. No, this is not it. Okay. No, these trees definitely are. Maybe I'm just going to remove them entirely and instead place some completely new ones. Because they're kind of way too small to actually add something proper to them. Oh, you have a cat? I'm not sure what the what the English word is for a male cat. If there even is one. Cats are nice. I always love I love that cat videos on the internet have survived through basically all eras of happenings. Like you still get new and funny cat videos. They were always funny and they will always be funny. Okay, yeah, maybe some small trees like that could work better. Yeah, I know Kater is the German word for a male cat. Yeah, no, it's Mann is, so M-A-N-N, what you wrote, is basically right in this context. No need to be worried about the small details. Okay, I need to adjust for the fact that the tree is smaller and therefore make smaller branches. But it's kind of challenging, to be honest, right now. Yeah, sure, I mean, if you have any questions regarding language and stuff, feel free to always ask. I'm always happy to help. I just don't want to be this kind of person who looks at the text and just goes, oh, that's wrong. So yeah, if you want, I could help you with the proper translations. Okay, to be honest, I don't think I need to pay too much attention to how the branches look, because the leaves are going to cover that mostly anyways. And I have spaced them out way too much. Oh man, me and trees today is not a good combination. Do branches like this even work for smaller trees? I don't think so. What have I done over here? Okay, it's just yeah, trees with completely solid leaf beds. Swear words. I mean, it's always nice to know swear words in different languages. But I'm not sure it's the very first thing I would want to learn. Oh wait, I have an idea. Maybe if I really only go for branches that are like 1 or 2 fences out, that could work way better. But then I still have to watch out for the fact that they might look a little bit empty. Okay, the slabs are not fitting. But this one was alright though. Maybe a few slabs, trapdoors I mean, on the stem are good. Okay, let me see how it looks. Maybe it works, but I kind of doubt it, to be honest. What am I even doing? I mean, I'm always open to learn new stuff, but I'm not sure I want to start pronouncing words I don't know on stream. Just to be safe, you know how it is. Not that I don't trust you or anything, it's just yeah, maybe after stream or something like that. But I'm definitely always open to learning new stuff. Oh damn, I'm really struggling with these trees right now. Do I replace all the small trees with big ones? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like those competitive shooters tend to be really full with Russian people. Especially like CSGO. That's like one of the main memes that, yeah. But I've never really enjoyed competitive shooters that much because I'm, for once, not all that competitive. And on the other hand, I don't have such good aim that I could really hit those important shots. I have played a lot of competitive shooters over the years and kind of found out for myself that it's just not worth it for me personally. Yeah, I mean, it's probably part of the way that the language handles pronunciation. because it always has this specific sound to it that's just so recognizable. So yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. I think like Russian CSGO clips will also survive through the rest of the internet. It will never not be funny to see Russian guys swearing at the game. Okay, I'm completely lost with these trees right now. They're way too small to add any big branches. And I've been trying to maybe get them a little bit higher. But then again, I think if I now add branches like this, they would look way too much like the trees on the top. And it would no longer really be a spruce forest. Yeah, I think I've heard actually some of those. It's kind of like funny mixing those words with other words that begin or end like similarly. Yo, Monicon, welcome back. I'm struggling with trees right now. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave the trees for now. Deal with them at a later point. And just look that the gameplay itself looks nice for now. Oh, this is one of those parts in map making where I'm just completely lost on what to do. I mean, layouting and stuff is the thing that I'm best at. And once I'm done layouting, I'm just kind of standing there like, okay, what now? Yeah, I might just continue doing layout stuff and think about the rest later because this is not working right now. So this entire area still has the flatness problem. So I'm just going to go through here and kind of revamp the entire layout, as I have done already a little bit. But definitely needs more. So here's going to be a rather big building. So I'm going to leave this area out. But this is where some problems start. I don't want it to look exactly like the forest. So it's probably going to stay a little bit more flat. But some more verticality is definitely needed. Even if it's just a little bit. So I might just go like on those sides, add some stuff here. Yeah, this could also be a nice walkable area. This is maybe going a little bit too much already. Yeah, like this could also add a little bit bridge between those 2 points. This can go up a little bit. And here I think it would be a nice point to maybe go downwards a little bit. Like this. Have like a little path down here. Yeah, something like that. And then this is just not good. But instead of going upwards, I think with this one I'm going to go down as well. Let me increase the radius. Yeah. And this, on this part, could go up a little bit, because it's already like doing that a little bit with the trend that's there. But let me try to stay more on the green side here. Yeah. No, that's too much. Maybe some slopes. Oh, that's nice. So it might be a little too sudden. Maybe if I extend it. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I hope so too. The community is really nice, so I think even if the map doesn't do well, I will still get lots of really good feedback that I can work with for future maps. I mean, it's the first map, so it's probably not going to be perfect, and many people also don't know me, so there's no real reason to be hyped about any of my maps at this point. But like, you gotta start somewhere, right? And this is just the start for me. Yeah, I think I'm going to go more with like a flat hill kind of vibe. Like here, you know, it goes upwards, like there's verticality, but not too much. It's like over here, where you have 10 blocks up. Yeah, and near Automata OST is peak. I don't have so many songs on the playlist though, because I still haven't finished the game, so I don't want to spoil myself with the music. But yeah, every time I listen to songs from the game, it's really amazing just to see how insanely good it actually is. Like every single song is just so high quality. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of fearing that this area might look a little bit too similar to the forest if I keep going like this with the layout. Okay, this is a hot topic. I get it. I understand why they raised the price. Making games is more expensive than ever, and it takes more time. But on the other side, it's I don't know, like games should not take as long to develop as they do, and they should also not be as expensive to make. I get why they did it, but I think in this case it's too early, and the game doesn't, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look $90 good. Yeah, I think the entire industry is moving too far in the direction of bigger and more expensive. I mean, there's a good reason why indie games are so popular right now. Because they do what they do, and they do it in a way that you could never with the scope of modern AAA games. Yeah, and also with modern games, it's kind of like the problem that they try to appeal to everyone. And so they go more mainstream. And that's also kind of a problem. Because gaming shouldn't be, you shouldn't have a game that is for everyone. There will always be some subcategories. And just, I don't know, it makes the games seem less personal. Yeah, $90 is too much. At least for this game. There's some games where I would say, okay, $90 is alright. Like, for example, Final Fantasy 16. I would have paid $90 for that. Death Stranding 2. I would pay $90 for that as well. But that's also because those games are extremely high quality. On a level that is worth the money. Like, I would pay $90 for the Final Fantasy OST alone. I mean, I would not, but technically I would. I think if you offer a game for that much, it needs to offer that much quality. And Nintendo games are amazing, but not $90 amazing. Especially with the direction that they are going in. Making games feel more sandboxy. That's just not really the type of game that I'm looking for. But Nintendo will kind of be able to just go through with that, simply because they don't have real competitors. They have their own little bubble, and if they decide to charge more money for their games, people will buy it, because there are no other games like that out there on the market. Yeah, and at the point where you offer like hundreds of hours of content, that's also just too much. We already have live service games for that, and way too many of them. I like to play a game maybe 30 hours for main story, and then 30 more hours for achievements and completion. And if I start to notice that a game is wasting my time with unnecessary collectibles and stuff like that, then I'm just simply not even going to buy it. One game that did it right, I think, is the Half-Life remake, Black Mesa. That is a rather short game, but if you try to complete everything, you will have easily around 60 hours of game time. And that is more the kind of thing that I would love to see. Not in the direction of having more content, but having fun side activities. Like every single achievement in Black Mesa is fun. And once there is nothing fun left to do, then the game should be done. You shouldn't have to do 500 collectible stuff. That's just not necessary. It feels more like the developers are trying to keep the players in their game for longer times by setting artificial goals that don't really make any sense, neither in the world nor in the game itself. I mean, I like my good collectathon. I like to collect a lot of stuff. There's a reason why I have played a lot of Assassin's Creed games, even the modern ones. But at some point, it's just too much. Especially if you try to like get out one of those games every year. I don't know. I'm really conflicted on this topic because I like a lot of the stuff, but then I also don't like a lot of the stuff. I don't know. I can't really put it into words right now. Yeah, but I was already kind of meh when they started going for $80. That was also the point where I said, okay, it seems like I'm going to get one full price game less every year. But with 90, I don't know, man. Yeah, I've noticed I've stopped doing much right now in game. Yeah, I don't know. Today is not my most creative day. I've started strong with this area, but now it's kind of cooled down. Yeah, like it's nice when the game is short, but therefore focused on what it's trying to do. Okay, I have forgot that there is a biome here that needs changing. What is tiger? Okay, I just need to look out that it doesn't sink into the cave, but this seems alright. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm sorry, today is not the day. It's just like that sometimes. I'm going to try my best at improving the layout from here on out. Yeah, that's really important, like having new stuff to do. I don't need to do the same kind of side quests for 70 times. One time is enough, and then instead of having spending those resources on repeating the same stuff 70 times, just do it one time and then one different thing. So yeah, I don't know. And why am I struggling so hard right now with just placing some stuff? I think I've kind of lost focus on building. Also, I don't know how this area is going to turn out. Like, the plan was to have a little city here with more buildings, because this is a pathway to to a bigger place, like a bigger city. And there was supposed to be lots of houses on the side for the player to explore, maybe find some lore. And I'm not so sure how exactly I want to place these houses. So I'm also not so sure how I want to go with the level design at this point. Yeah, no matter where I look, I don't have any idea what to do right now. What does my to-do list say? Okay, but actually, first thing we have already done now. Lower forest, I think I'm actually okay with how it looks right now. I don't think it needs a rework. It's a desert area anyways, so I can take this off the list. Fixing all trees is a problem right now. Yeah, I think layouting a little bit is good, mindless work right now. Okay, so this is going to be a infested spider area. So it's a big cave, and you are in kind of, what is it called? Like it's a big cave here, and you have those pillars. This is where the player can stand on, and everything at the ground is full of spider webs. That's kind of the idea behind this area. And the player has to move through the cave through till the end back here, and there's supposed to be one big mountain of spider, if you can call it that. Okay, so wait, let me just wrong one. Okay, so what this is supposed to be is every area has one monument dungeon, which is the place where the player is going to find the block that they need to finish the monument. So as you can see here, the player has to enter this dungeon, and this is exactly what is going to happen with this area. So you can stand like up here and have a great view on the entire thing. So idea is that there is enough space in and around the entire dungeon. And there's supposed to be like a big platform in the middle. Like this, maybe even a little bigger. Which one do you mean? The one back here? It's still not quite done. It's very gray. I might decorate it later more. But yeah, this is the first dungeon that I've built for this map. And then I've just kind of left it here and look at how I might gather some more ideas before going to build. Yeah, my talking skills really deteriorating right now. Okay, I'm going to make this area bigger, because actually I think I would like the player to have a great vision on the entire thing from back where they are standing. Yeah, like this, and then maybe it's somewhere around here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like one of those cave spider hills, you know. Yeah, so this might be a good area for that, and the player has to navigate through some small tight towers to get to the place. That is a tree, that is not a pillar. Oh, okay. Like maybe like this. The player kind of has to build their own way across while being attacked by spiders. And when they get in here, let me just take out white terracotta, because that's the block I'm going to use for this. And oh wait, to be honest, I think I need to mark the edge of the platform, because it's really hard to see right now. Yeah, that doesn't need to be perfect, just like a little mark, so that I know. Okay. And so the thing is going to build up maybe to this point, like that. Yeah, definitely going to be a struggle with the spiders. This is not an area that we want to play if you are scared of spiders. Yeah, it's going to look rough for now, but that's just how it goes. Yeah, one inspiration maybe that could help is the spider island on Hypixel Skyblock. Like this should be the second one you visit in the game. And it's kind of like that, like a big hill that is completely full of holes and spiders everywhere. And it's not really... Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take freehand draw, a block, make it small. Yeah, that's kind of the plan for this area. And for now, it just needs to look nice from the outside, and inside will be dungeon-like, so it's not really important to be able to see all that well. I know how it looks right now. It's not looking nice, but trust the process. I think I know where I'm going. Okay, in terms of shape, it's already quite alright. Need some smoothing here and there, especially here. Let me just put the strength back to 2. Yeah, like that. The first shape is the most important one, and I can always extend from there on out. Actually, I think I like it if it's a little bit in layers. Okay, wait, let me smooth it and then go and flatten out some of the parts. That did not work as planned. No, maybe it's actually alright like the way it is right now. Okay, so, and there could be a little hole that is right here, and the player has to enter. And of course, here could be some bigger rooms that are all completely filled with spiders. Not sure about the size right now, though. I'd maybe want the player to go around it in like a spiral kind of way to get up. So first plan would be that there is a way in this direction, like this. Maybe with some spots to look outside. I'm inside the block. Man, I don't know, something is up with me today. I just can't find the concentration to build properly. I mean, the base idea is there. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I think it needs to be a little bit higher. No, no, no. I said trust the process, but I don't trust it myself. Okay, let me kind of start over again. Damn, I've accidentally double pressed. No. Wrong text. Okay. Okay, give me time to think. I'm really struggling right now. The idea is there, like I want the player to be able to see most of the structure at once. Yeah, today is a putting up walls kind of day. And so that's what I'm going to do now before I waste any more time. I'll think about the direction I want the area to go after this. Wait, why is it not placing? After stream, get a better plan for next time. Can I stop misclicking, please? Get a next. Wait. Oh, is it because I still had the selection last? Yeah, okay. Get a better plan for next time and then actually build properly. Not like this. But I mean, you have to struggle sometimes, right? Can't always be perfect. Okay, so this is going to be, there's a river flowing through a cave that is kind of going inside here. And there's supposed to be a little lake, like in the middle of this cave. Just got to make sure that it's all closed up so there's no water flowing out. Right. And if I now, oops, take this. And this, Control R, and water. So that's the kind of vibe. Like you're inside a cave. Water's flowing down from up here. And then going straight in there. Yeah, like that. Okay, so one nice tool with Axiom is the path tool, right? This one. And what I can do is add a little bridge. So if I take out spruce wood maybe, and I say I want it to kind of hang here, then I can do it. And as you can see, it is kind of rough now, but it's a bridge that I could work on. So this is supposed to be an area where such a bridge is. Wait, let me actually, I think I can... Can I make it into a flat line? I mean, but I think I actually have to do this by hand. Like going here, making sure that the player has enough room to walk on. Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong block. Also, this rotate feature is so funny that this works in Minecraft. Like I can just rotate the blocks however I want, and it just edits it the way that would fit. Yeah, I have this river that's flowing from up here, and it's kind of going into the different caves. Obviously still not done. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. The player is supposed to be able to go up here, maybe find the little secret at the very top. Wait, is it just me or is this song significantly louder than the other ones? Not sure. Right, and this is like it started out as a cave area for the people in this village where they would gather resources. And then after digging through enough rock, they eventually came across this big area here, and spiders kind of took over the cave, and the village had to flee out of it, barricaded off. And so that's kind of the idea, that it's full of spiders everywhere. And there are some different kinds of rooms, like some big cave type here, then the human-made paths, and some more tall natural caves. I've marked these with cobblestone just so I remember that they look different. And this is one of them. So what I'm doing is hey, yo, that's nice. And I've not played Valo for a long time. What has happened in the game since? When was the last time I played? Yeah, just like how are they handling updates right now? New maps, new characters? Also, it's always nice. Like I'm not such a fan of competitive shooters, but with friends, it's always so fun. So yeah, definitely have fun with your friend. Yeah, and I'm just putting these walls up for now. Yeah, I've usually put these up with Axiom because I kind of messed up and made them all on different heights. I kind of have to pull them up manually, and now I can stack them like this. And now, as you can see, there is a wall. Just need to make sure that there's no way to get out. Okay, right, and this leads directly into the bigger cave. Oh wait, the game will be transferred to Unreal Engine 5. I don't know how I feel about that. Everything I've heard about Unreal Engine 5 is performance issues. Why would they transfer it in the first place? I think the game looks completely fine the way it is right now. Also, 5 years is crazy. It feels much shorter the last time I've played on release a lot with some friends. And then I just kind of quit because we were all not much into competitive shooters. It's crazy that 5 years have passed since then. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, let's see how they handle it. I mean, the game is it's graphically not all that impressive, so it might actually work. It's just every time I hear Unreal Engine nowadays, it's kind of like this, oh, is it going to work? But yeah, I understand if they need it for features. Okay, this could be a nice place for like a secret room, right? If I extend this a little bit. This was actually not the plan. I mean, extend it like this. Yeah, this could be a nice secret area. Yeah, frame rate is the most important thing, especially like in a competitive shooter. You can't really afford to mess up the damn. Sometimes I have this thing where I just spontaneously unlearn all my talking skills. Yeah, frame rate is the most important thing in a competitive shooter, definitely. Would be sad if they messed this up. Especially if it's like a birthday thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not tired, but I think I'm trying to talk faster than I can think, and then my brain just kind of, yeah, exactly that. Oops. Because I usually talk in a really fast way. Yeah, I think just my brain is kind of struggling to keep up. Damn, I keep pressing delete instead of enter. Okay, this doesn't need to be too accurate. I can still just... oh, that's too big. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Yeah, so the vision is supposed to be kind of... These pillars are supposed to be kind of in the way of the player's vision. So there's going to be one more big pillar right over here. And it's supposed to kind of make the player not be able to see the very end of the dungeon when they first enter. Just so that there's a little bit of anticipation of seeing what's around the corner, if you know. Yeah, like that. It's just a little bit, but if you like go around and then you see where it's going, this could be an epic moment on the map. Also have to keep in mind that this is going to be the last regular area. So of course I need to make sure that it kind of has this epic value. Epicness is very important to me. Okay, now I have to make sure not to extend the wall too far into the gameplay. That's good, that's good. And now I can just kind of connect it together here. All right. Here's the one hole. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I usually do when I'm starting to get like burnt out on normal building stuff. I just go back to getting up some walls. It's simple, but it always works. And it also needs to be done, so better than wasting time, even though it's not the most interesting thing to look at. And I know the walls right here look a little bit square right now, but that's intentional. I'm going to also fix that. Oops, nope, that was... like this is pretty standard, to be honest. I've just started streaming like yeah, maybe half a month ago. I know my account is way older, but I don't I have not really made any content up to this point. I usually just watch Twitch. So I'm still at the very beginning with like 0 to 1, maybe 2 viewers if I'm lucky. So I'm really thankful for everyone who has decided to stick around. The beginning of streaming, like when you have no reach, but just starting out, is, of course, it takes time. So yeah. But I do hope to kind of extend my reach, especially in the CTM community, because that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. But eventually I would also like to maybe stream some other stuff. Minecraft is interesting, but it could get stale over time. But for now I'm using streaming kind of as a way to get back into the routine of working on my own projects. And once a little bit of progress is made, I could also branch off into, I don't know, maybe some single player games I've left open. But I gotta see how it turns out then. Still plenty of time till that point. Yeah, I'm definitely glad it's more than zero views. Even though I was fully prepared to go with 0 for a lot longer. But I guess Twitch has really implemented some nice ways to find new channels. So it's not as bad as it used to be. I actually used to stream sometimes, really rarely, a few years back. And from there I kind of know how hard it can be to find those beginning first few people. Because at this point Twitch also doesn't really know what to do with your channel, so it's probably just up to luck at this point. Oops, that didn't fill in correctly. And one plan that I had with this area is you have this big main way that you can go, but there's supposed to be lots of side rooms to explore with maybe some good loot. This is one of those, and it loops right back. Yeah. So this area is supposed to be. I kind of want to make up with the fact that it's more linear by giving it more paths that the player could choose to go on. Because up to this point, like as you can easily tell, the map is very open world. And just having this one area that is really linear could kind of break the flow. So I'm kind of trying to add as many things to find as possible. Just to make sure that it's not too obvious. Okay, so this is supposed to be like a little smaller cave part. So I might actually do this with freehand draw by just drawing a little circle around it. Yeah, it's definitely lucky that this happened so early. Branching off into English and stuff, it's definitely helping, and I'm really thankful that you decided to get me into this, even though it was very scary at first. Yeah, like this, like a really narrow path that you can. Yeah. Okay, this needs another wall. And then I might connect everything. Yeah, streaming takes time, and that's completely okay. And of course, everyone has their own vibe, and eventually someone will find you who likes that vibe and sticks around. Just like you right now. So it's always just a matter of time. No stress. Okay, so you can kind of see the vision of having a big room and going into a narrow path that leads back into the big main cave. Just now I think I want to get... Oh, come on, YouTube. I think I want to get rid of this big thing right here. Because it's kind of nicer... Wait. Oh, I have replaced air with air. That's very smart of me. Stone to air, so... Yeah, because it kind of looks nicer when you have a good view across the room. Maybe I could add the wall a little bit more on the inside. Like this. Wait, am I hitting? Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. But I might be stupid. What is the Eurovision Song Contest? I think I've heard of it sometimes, but I don't think I've heard any songs from it. But I would be interested. I like to listen to like basically all kinds of music. I'm one of those people who listen to everything. But yeah, I don't know what it actually is. Like a song contest, obviously, but okay, that sounds very interesting. Like songs from all different kinds of countries all around Europe, I would assume. Yeah, I search it up later. That's interesting. So is it like who's organizing it? Like Eurovision sounds to me like some kind of sports thing. Like as I said, I have no idea, so I kind of have to guess. But would be nice to find some new songs for my playlist, maybe. Ah, okay. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely look it up later. I'm always open to finding new songs. So any specific standout countries? anything that would be good to listen to. Of course, Germany. I'm definitely going to listen in there. Because, like, yeah, obviously it's my country. I'm going to listen to it. So, and when you say contest, is it like with a winner, or is it just for fun, making songs and getting them showcased? Okay, okay. So it's a European contest with countries all around the world. It's just hosted by Europe. That's also nice. Okay, but I kind of want to fix these empty pits over here. They are starting to annoy me. Also, I don't think I want to add any secret stuff to explore in the ground, simply because it's going to be annoying to navigate as it is anyways. So I don't want to waste the player's time by adding a lot of stuff in places that is super hard to explore. Also, it's more like a showcase for smaller bands. Yeah, that's also nice. Finding maybe some new talents, getting them into the mainstream. I mean, I've heard of Rammstein. I know their music is pretty intense. But it sounds like a nice opportunity for smaller artists to grow. That's also like growing is always the hardest part. Like you can make quality content, but sometimes you're just going to be kind of left behind. But contests like this sound like they could be a nice way to find new talents. As you said, like finding new talents. No, that hole almost escaped me. No chance. Okay, I think most of the walls are actually placed. Now it's time to kind of give the player a path to follow. So what I'm doing for this is I'm just raising up some stones that are on different heights, and the player has to kind of build to them themselves. while being attacked by spiders. I get it, so it's kind of supposed to be more for smaller artists, but everyone is so focused on winning that they are kind of trying their hardest to find the best artists to send. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's bound to happen when you have a contest. There will always be one tryhard at least. Yeah, but that's very sad that Russia is even banned for a song contest. Like, what's the point of that? It's literally just music. No reason to get political about that. Yeah, I mean, that's always the problem with every kind of contest. I don't think it's possible to make a contest that is completely fair. Like, it's always going to be part just popularity based. Of course, if you have votes from the public, then those people will always just vote who they know instead of new talents or for their own country. But the most important thing is just to have fun. Like, good music is going to come out of it. No matter who wins in the end, I think everyone can have fun like that. Okay, so I might do a little gameplay extension back here. So this place just looks perfect to be extended for like an extra room or something like that. And so that's what I'm going to do. Not sure, maybe I'll extend it up to the surface. That was also kind of, when I initially started building this area, the idea was that some light rays are able to get down into the cave, like as you can see here. Yeah, okay. In that case, it's understandable, to be honest. Like, I don't really have the context, so I didn't really know, but that makes sense. Though it's still kind of sad because the music is still, like, can still be amazing. It's just, yeah, if it's the audience that is causing problems. Okay, I think I'm going to extend this part a little bit upwards. Maybe, oh wait, I remember, because I'm planning to have one secret area for every main area. So for the forests, I have one down this well. For this thing here, I've built this one on stream. And I could use the part over here for a new secret area. Like a secret in if you like, you know, like it's not really secret. It's easily findable, but it's still secret in a way that it's optional and you could miss it if you don't really explore and just go the main path. Or is it a good place to place the secret area? Or do I firstly finish everything else and then see where would be more space? Yeah, I mean, in that case, it makes a lot of sense, but it's still kind of sad. But I get it, yeah, it's a difficult situation. Okay, so a pillar going up a little bit. So, I mean, from here the surface isn't anywhere near. But it could be wait, I have an idea. It doesn't need to reach the surface. It would be completely alright if there's just a massive hole in the roof, maybe. So, idea is that you could see the moon if you are standing here, and maybe some grass growing on top of this hill. Oh wait, what? Yeah, okay. I mean, it's that's the jury usually votes very differently from the public. So I mean, it is to be expected that there's a big difference, but that's kind of crazy. Like going from first place to 14th. That's crazy. Kind of sounds like there's a little bit of bias in there. Okay, wait, I'm actually going to make it a little bit easier for myself and extend it upwards like this. And now if you enter the room... Okay, I'm not quite sure where the moon is going to be standing exactly, so I'm not going to put that into consideration right now. But just having this... Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit more narrow. Yeah, I hope it's like that, but I would also see it being because of politics. Would be very sad and also kind of not so good from the jury. But it definitely sounds like something that could happen. What do you mean 0 points from the public? Not a single person has voted for them? Not even themselves? What? Yeah, I mean, there will always be problems with contests like this. It's just the same thing with the Game Awards. Like, some people are just kind of, I don't know. Wait, I can't believe that no one in the world would vote for them. That sounds very suspicious. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the system is for voting, if there are any specific requirements that might make it hard for people from specific countries. Yeah, but that sounds not right. That doesn't sound right at all. 0 points almost every year in a contest that seems to be very popular. I don't know about that one. I mean, I still don't know how exactly it goes, the voting process and stuff. So I can't really comment on that. But from an outsider's perspective, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do that after stream. Now I'm very interested in all that. I mean, a song contest is already very interesting, so I always love discovering new songs. I'm gonna read up on the rules after stream, and then I don't know, maybe I can comment more on that next time then. Oh wait, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that happens if you don't watch out. Wait, but should not be too hard to fix. I mean, it was just some brushing and smoothing. Okay, so you have like a total amount of points that you can. Yeah, I understand how that would be a meme. Going from winning to having 0 points. Okay, so basically if they have 0 points from the jury, it's because they thought there were others that were just better. But that also sounds kind of like a weird system, that there's anyone who could go out of there with 0 points. I mean, at this point, giving 0 points is just like an insult. Okay, so 214 points from jury and 0 points from from the public. Yeah, I definitely need to read the rules on that one. Because what even is this point distribution? Okay, so the walls are kind of standing. This is not a place the player's supposed to walk on. So I'm gonna block it off, roughly. Oh wait, there's a lot of places to fall down right now. One point away is unlucky. So wait, the winners, is it determined by like a mix of public and jury votes, or is it purely just jury votes for the end result? I mean, it would make more sense to go with a mix of both. Yeah, being 1 point away is sad. But I mean, okay, it happens. That's just unavoidable sometimes. It's very frustrating, but yeah, I mean, when you enter a contest, you kind of have to be ready for stuff like that. Okay, so it's 50-50 basically. Or like 100% of each. Okay, I mean, it depends on how the points are actually given out then. It just sounds so unreal, like getting 214 points from jury and 0 from public, and then being 10th place. That sounds crazy. I don't know. Oh, damn. I mean, you could try fighting the fire yourself. Don't do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's something that just happens when you're like excited, when you're under stress. Then I mean, it's very possible to also forget the basic stuff sometimes. Especially if it's like a competition and you're already under a lot of stress because you know that there are other people going against you. I don't think that would happen in a real setting. I was about to tap out because the song stopped, but that's just the way the song's cropped, I remember. Okay, I'm kind of thinking right now. I think I'm just going to place some more pillars for the player. But actually, now that I'm seeing this, maybe pillar that is a little bit longer, like this, further up, could be interesting. Yeah, that's just... it happens. Problem is just that, like, I mean, it's not a problem, but the jury and whoever is giving out points can't really read your mind. So thoughts like that just kind of disappear in the final rating. You might have had the right idea, but the execution didn't work out the way they wanted it to work. Yeah, of course. Would be crazy to have a real fire for a competition. But I'm not sure if the pillars might be a little bit too far up, actually. Let me remove them real quick. And maybe move a little bit down. Because you need to remember, like, the spider spawners are all going to be on the ground around here. So the spiders obviously need to be able to see the player, then be able to crawl up the pillar. So having it on this side might be better. And I'm not sure if I want to keep, like, parts that the player needs to stack across themselves. Like going here in the direction of the monument dungeon might be... that sounds really fun, all those different categories. And I'm even winning and VOD. That's some nice stuff right there. Oh wait, it's already 19:13. I was supposed to stop streaming at 13 minutes ago. Yeah, so I kind of need to go. I have some stuff to do. Kind of forgot about time. So yeah, it's been really fun. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, being here in chat, talking to me. It's been a lot of fun. So next stream is going to be, today is Monday, it's going to be on Thursday. Same time again. Yeah, I'm going to write you on Discord once I'm available. Yeah, so thanks for checking by. See you next time then. Okay, bye.